Barbs here. Today we're going to talk about Taiko No Tatsujin Rhythm Festival, and more specifically, we're going to talk about the new drum from Hori that pairs with the game. Now, I gotta tell you, this game has been popular for a while over in Japan, and when I finally saw it available over here, I thought, wow, this is cool. I'd like to get in on this. Now, Rhythm Festival is the newest entry in the rhythm music franchise that came out on Nintendo Switch in 2022, and on the PlayStation, Windows, and then Xbox in late 2024. Now, the drum controller is produced by Hori, and it can be purchased for about $100 USD. It includes the drumsticks, but does not come with a copy of the game, and that is clearly indicated on the back of the box. The drum controller is the only supported device other than the regular Xbox controller for use with these rhythm games. Drums from rhythm games such as Rock Band or Guitar Hero are not compatible. So let's discuss how this drum controller connects and functions. The controller is wired, and it does come with a USB cable connecting it to the USB port on your Xbox. I felt the cord is a little bit short. Checking in at around 6 feet, this presented some minor challenges. I've grown accustomed to Xbox accessories that are wireless or have longer cords, and I'll talk about that a little more later in this video, why that's important. Now, the drum has two areas on the head that you hit with the drumstick. The surface is divided down the middle, and there's a right and a left side. And the rim of the drum also registers hits on the outside left and the outside right. Notes are played by hitting these areas in different combinations. Now, there are buttons in the middle of the drum in the lower area that let you interact with the Xbox menus. And much like a standard controller, these are smaller and a bit less than you would expect. It may be a bit unintuitive to some users, but you'll get the hang of it, and it's not needed for much beyond navigating a couple of menus in the game. Now, the drum comes with a plastic stand. This plastic stand clips into the bottom of the drum, and once it's in there, it does a good job of holding the drum at the proper angle. But sometimes the drum can slide around. This could have been remedied by putting some better silicone feet on the bottom of the stand, or perhaps some texture on the surface. Overall, I felt the drum responded well to hits from the included drumsticks, but it sometimes felt a bit unintuitive to know if I was hitting the correct spots. But that'll improve once you spend more time building muscle memory, I would suppose. And, I think that just goes with playing the game more. The drum is a lot of fun to play with. I tested playing both in the seated and the standing position, like the arcade, and I found for me, playing in standing up felt more natural and comfortable. But as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the cord is kind of a problem. With only 6 feet, it can be difficult to connect it to your TV, or your Xbox, depending on where your TV is located. And it might be difficult to find a table or some other surface to place the drum on, depending on how your room layout is. So you need to take this into consideration. Now, the sticks that are included are a little chunky. They're in the spirit, I guess, of the arcade sticks, but they're effective at getting the job done. But in watching some videos of highly skilled players, many of them are using different drumsticks that are longer and thinner than those included in the base kit. The drum seems quite capable of taking the punishment you throw at it, and there were no issues with hits not registering or non-playable areas or the drum sticking. Now, the cost of the drum is where I start to wonder about the value here. $100 is not a small amount of money, okay, for a controller that can only be used with a single game. Additionally, you have to buy the game separately, bringing your upfront investment to $150 to play the base game. While there is a second game, Drum Master, it's 2 years old, and I'm not sure you want to pay $50 for that one when Rhythm Festival clearly is the game that's supported these days. Songs and song packs cost extra too, and there is a music pass that can stretch the value a little. Is it cool? Absolutely. But for me, I wonder if it'll spend more time on my shelf in the long run instead of being played with. Since many of my Xbox controllers can be used with almost any game I play, ultimately I think the target audience for this drum controller is a mix of people who enjoy rhythm music games and Japanese culture. Many of the songs are pulled from anime, J-pop, video games, and if this is your thing and the price point doesn't bother you, then you might want to check it out. My name is Marbs. Thank you for watching. Now subscribe for me. We'll see you in the next one. Bye now.